Welcome viewers to another exciting episode of our math class. Now today we'll continue from where we stopped in the previous episode. We'll be looking at equation, how to solve equation with fractions. Now if you are given any equation to solve that has to do with unknown variables, how to such questions. Now let's look at few examples. Example 1. Simplify 5 in bracket 2s minus 1 over s equals to 1 over 6. When I give such question to solve, now this is an unknown variables, which is the value s. Now how do we solve such questions? Now in just like I did in our previous episode, you find the LCM of the denominators. Now the LCM here is 6s. So my LCM here is 6s. Now I'm going to use this LCM now, which is 6s, to multiply each of this equation. Now that will give us 6s in bracket 5 over 2s minus 6s in bracket 1 over s equals to 6s in bracket 1 over 6. So I'm going to let's do that quickly. 6 times 5, that will give us 30 s. So give us 30s over 2s minus 6 times 1, that will give us 6s over s equals to 6 times 1, that will give us 6s over 6. Now at this point I'm going to reduce each of these fractions in its lowest term. So this will give us that will give us 2s in 30, that will give us 15 s. That will give us 2s in 30, that will give us 15 minus s in 6s, that will give us 6. 6s divided by 6, that will give us that will give us 1, that will give us s, which has a coefficient of 1. Now at this point now I'm going to write this this value. Let's write it. So I'm going to write it as this. S equals to 15 minus 6. S equals 15 minus 6. So let's write that quickly. That will give us s equals 15 minus 6. So my value of s here is 15 minus 6, that will give us 9. So at this point I will simplify this equation as s equals to 9. So my answer here is 9. So let's look at other examples. Now let's look at example 2. So example 2. Now we are given to find the value of s. Now we are given to find the value of s in this equation. 2 over s plus 3 over 2s equals to 7 over 8. Now as I'm being asked to find this value of s, now how will I find such value? Now I'm going to just find my LCM first of all. So what's my LCM here? My LCM is going to give us 8. My LCM is 8 s. So my LCM is 8 s. So don't forget, you always look for the LCM of the denominators. So that's what you do. So this is going to give us so you multiply the LCM by each of the equation. This is going to give us 8s in bracket 2 over s close the bracket plus 8s in bracket 3 over 2s close the bracket equals to 8s over 7 over 8 close the bracket. So this is going to give us 8 times 2, that will give us 16 s over s plus 8 times 3, that is going to give us 24 s over 2s equals to 8 times 7, that is going to give us 50 6 56 s over 8. So at this point I'm going to reduce the value of each of these fractions is lowest 10. So this is going to give us s 16s divided by that will give us 16 plus 2s in 24, that is going to give us 12, which equals to 8 in 56. 8 in 56, that is going to give us 7. That will give us 7 s. So at this point, let's write this equation as this. We're going to write it as 7s equals to 16 plus 12. So I'm going to clean the board, so I'm going to write it up here. So that will give us what? Let's clean this part. So this is going to give us what? 7s equals to what? 16 plus what? 12. So 16 plus 12, that should give us what? 16 plus 12, that should be 16 plus what? 12. 16 plus what? 12. 6 plus 8, that gives us 8. So that's going to give us what? 20 what? 8. So this is going to give us what? 28. So that is 7s equals to what? 28. Since I'm looking for this variable s, I'm going to divide both sides by what? 7. Divide both sides by what? 7. So this is going to give us what? 7s equals to what? 28. 28 over what? 7 here 1. 7 28, that's going to give us what? 4. So my s is equals to what? 4. So the value of s is what? 4. So it's like you can see that it's as simple as what that. So it's not something what that difficult for to solve. So let's look at what the last what example, which is what example what 3. So let's clean this part. Now my example 3 says that you should find. Let's say what evaluate. Let's evaluate the value of what r. So we're going to evaluate this quickly. So look at the question. Evaluate value of r over what? 2 equals to what? 1 over 2 plus, that will give us what? Plus what? 2r over what? Plus 2 over what? 5. Now to evaluate such questions, now we want to evaluate this question. So how do you evaluate that? You find the what? LCM. So let's find the LCM of the what denominator, which is 2, 2, and what? 5. Now my LCM is what? 10. LCM plus what? 10. So I'm going to use that to multiply what each of the what equation. 10 in bracket what? R over what? 2 close the bracket equals to what? 10 over what? 1 over 2 plus what? 10 over what? 2r over what? 5. So let's evaluate this quickly. So 10 times r, that will give us what? 10r. 10r over what? 2. 10 times 1, that will give us 10 over what? 2. 10 times 2, that will give us what? 20r over what? 5. So let's reduce this fraction to what? Lowest what? 10. 2 in what? 10r, that will give us what? 5r. 2 here 5 plus what? 5 here. So that is going to give us what? 5 in 20, that is going to give us what? 4r. So at this point now I'm going to what? Collect what? Like terms. So let's collect what? Like terms. So let me clean the board. I'm going to write it up here. So this is going to give us 5r equals to 5 over 4r. So collecting like terms now. Let's collect like terms quickly. Collect like terms. So this is going to give us what? 5r. This one going here, that would give us what? Minus 4r equals to what? 5. So 5r minus 4r, that is going to give us what? R equals what? 5. So the value of what? R here is what? 5. Now don't forget, this R has a coefficient of what? 1. So the value of R here is going to give us what? 5. So now if I evaluate this what? Question to as what? My R here is what? 5. Question of the what day to solve, which you can what, always what, send us what your comment, your answer in the comment what section, and also you can always what subscribe and also what click on the what notification what bell to get our latest what updates. Now let's look at the question of the day now. So I'm going to wipe this off to the question of the day. So question of the day is going to give us what? Evaluate We're going to evaluate this question quickly. 2s equals to what? 5s plus what? 1 over what? 7 plus 3s minus 5 plus 3s minus what? 5 over what? 2. So this is going to be our what? Our question of what? Of the day. So now thank you.